name's Christian Ackerman. I'm the writer-director of the movie Wisconsin Project X. Wisconsin Project X is about a mad scientist who makes these humanoid monsters that attack a small town. In a small town of underdogs, they have to save the town before it's too late. Basically, we shot the movie on digital 8 camera, and we shot it with friends and family. No paid actors in this. I have no professional actors in my movie. Yeah, all the actors in this movie are amateur actors. The humanoids, we had to figure out a way of doing the makeup. So what it is, I used duct tape to put on the prosthetics. And that's how a lot of the zombie makeup is done in the movie. And that's one interesting thing we have in the movie is we use duct tape for makeup and we use duct tape for everything else. Everything in the movie, there's duct tape in there, and there's cardboard and spray paint, and we just use just what we have. The difference between my movie and the big movies that are in theaters is this movie is absolutely guaranteed made with no budget. There's no money. There's absolutely no money involved, and it's just what we have. And the only money spent was like on duct tape. Literally, I'm not kidding. So here we go, and now we're gonna show it at the screening and see what the audience thinks, and hopefully it'll be good, and we'll see where we go from here. So this other person looks at our trailer and does this whole write-up and pictures and everything, and it just looks beautiful. It's great. I'm just like, wow, this is great. And I started putting links to it. I started telling everybody about it. Thank you guys. He says I'm also going to put it out to other horror sites. Well, we end up on joeblow.com, and they do a nice, awesome write-up. We ended up on there a second time, and they do a nice write-up. So we have three write-ups, and then this other guy, Mark, from drivein.thedead.com says, hey, I want to see your movie. Can you send me a screener? I like to look at it and give it a critique. I'm like, yes. So it's our first real critic besides, these other guys. So I send it out to Mark. Mark looks at it and does this awesome write-up about it. Really great. I think he was like, because he had to be harsh. I mean, he had to be truthful about the movie. I mean, I know the movie, like, it falls short because it does.
Wisconsinville, population 2001. Something about experiments making humanoids? You've been chasing this creature thing, Dr. Winston? Let me level with you, Ralphie. This report sounds completely nuts. Why in the name of God, if there were monsters and mayhem running around in Wisconsinville, didn't anybody try to call for reinforcements, the National Guard, something? Ralphie, you seem like a nice, reasonable young man. So what the hell are you doing 55 miles out of your hometown, in a cow pasture, wielding a loaded weapon? Okay, hang on a second.
Roswell?
Every horror movie I've ever seen, it's following a formula. I mean, if you get out, it's gonna be like Jason or something, and he's gonna just.
Oh. You know our movie night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cancel.
Wow. Again?
Yep, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's just, this is like the third time in a row this has happened. It's just getting a little old, This sucks.
Okay, you know what? Nothing's changed because me and Tessa are going out. Everything's still the same. We're all still
Sure
friends.
doesn't seem like it. Used to be the four of us. Now it's just you two, and the two of us are just left off in the lurch. See you later. Who cares?
Okay, you know what? How about this? Tomorrow night, I'll rent the movie, I'll buy the pizza, and we'll have just a plain out guys' night, okay?
Yeah, except that's what you said the last time.
I mean it this time, though.
All right, fine. Can you look in my eyes? Well, don't look in my eyes because you want to keep your eyes on the road. But can you shake my hand?
Yeah, I can shake your hand.
Say that, all right, yes, fine.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
A created monster. Monsters. Finished. They're gonna take it all away.
All right, see ya. And I got the pizza.
Yeah, can't believe Ralphie's going out with Tessa.
This one kind of smells nice.
Oh, hi Tessa, how are you? I was checking out the products.
You liking it?
Yeah. So have I got a story for you? So it was me and my boyfriend's anniversary a week ago, and I told him that I want a specific flower, and they're indigenous from the south of the Sahara, so they're just so amazing, and it's supposed to be so special. And I told him it would be so special for our 3.5-week anniversary if he would get me these flowers. And what does he show up with? What do you think? What do you think he shows up with? You know what he shows up with? No, he shows up with carnations. They're a filler flower. You get them at J-Mart. I can't. Who does that? I mean, seriously.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hey, Ralphie.
So how's work going?
Sandra's here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to make me feel special.
Oh, not good.
I'm cheap. Seriously.
Okay, I'll be there like in 5 minutes, all right?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Dude, I just thought he was better.
Grandpa got all excited. He shook his fist at me and he said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out.
I mean, how special can someone be to somebody if they...
Yeah, it's too
Kmart.
bad. No.
I don't even buy socks at Kmart. I mean, seriously.
Maybe.
What am I supposed to do?
But didn't you say
What am I supposed to do?
Maybe.
What do you think? What would you do in my situation? Woman to woman. Woman to hair person. What would you do? What was that? I'm not done talking to you. I'm having a crisis right now. What are you doing back there? I got leg warmers on the salad. I have to... What are you doing? I don't... Come on. I don't have all day.
Tessa?
Ralphie, look out!
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
You were trespassing, Dieter.
I wasn't trespassing. She knows me.
Have a seat.
I gotta kill the sons of bitches.
Lay off the sauce next time, Dieter.
I wasn't drinking this time. They were zombies.
Well, that's not what Sandra said. She was pretty freaked out. Just sit tight for now and shut up.
Yeah, Dieter, sit tight and shut your mouth. I can't think with your yapper going. Wisconsinville, please.
Kim, it's Ralphie.
Hey, Ralphie.
There's this, Kim, there's this thing, this zombie or...
Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to come down and check it out.
All right. Okay.
I hate the people.
It's just that I don't like
That
work.
is unique.
What?
It's dead. It's dead now.
Coffee.
Yeah, it seemed to work. But caffeinated coffee seemed to stop them dead in their tracks. Decaf was weak, but caffeinated coffee.
All right, Coffee. Go on.
Wisconsinville Police Department? What? Calm down, Teresa. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah, we'll be sending the next available. Yes, I'll come over myself personally. Okay, bye.
Let me go, Phil. You know I'm telling the truth.
Alright, we'll see how this goes, Dieter, but you gotta behave now. Crazy situation. What the heck is going on here? You all right there? Hold tight, Dieter.
Dog, you are so annoying. Shut up! No, I just got a new puppy. I told you to shut up!
All right, guys. There you go.
Think this is gonna work?
Well, you gotta try something.
Let's do it.
It's a zombie.
Dieter, quit it.
Philip! We saw these
Mason,
things!
Clifton, you idiots! I could have shot you!
Phil, we saw these zombies.
Zombies going crazy. They're on a rampage through the whole city. Cats and dogs living together.
Clifton,
all
shut
this crap
up!
going on. Boom.
Clifton,
Explosions.
shut
Everything.
up!
Just...
Mason, zombies. What?
There's zombies walking around out there.
That's right. Explosions. Blue stuff, crazy stuff going everywhere. Who
Clifton,
knows what's
shut
going on?
up! Okay, I heard about some of these zombies on the phone. Some people were talking about them. But what do they look like?
They look kind of weird. They look human, sort of, but not really.
So they just could have been some kids playing some joke or something.
No way. I saw one of them lift Jeb's car over his head and throw it into Pam's house. No way, man. These things are not human. They're not human, man. No way.
Revelation!
What the hell?
The sun will turn to a black satin cloth. Doom is upon us all. We must repent for our survival. Come, Miniana! Come, Miniana!
Dieter, quit it. Kim, what's 20? Over.
Only macro turns on fire.
What the heck? Kim! Kim! Do you read me? Over! Kim! Come on, let's go check the utility room.
The radio's dead. We gotta get to the police station right now.
What's going on in here? What's with the electrical panel? Someone did something to the panel. Look!
Which way to go?
You guys, wait! No! Hey, wait! That guy's crazy! You guys, wait!
I'm coming after you! And hell's coming with me! Hell's coming with me!
Dieter!
Wonder what them dirty, sleazy zombies are doing over there. Ain't letting that. Manana! Sound power up. Oh, ain't letting that. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, bastard.
Think this is gonna work? Let's do it!
Bird!
Coffee seems to kill these things.
What?
Yeah, caffeinated coffee. We got these squirt guns filled with coffee. Here, take some.
Are you joking me?
No, I'm serious. Coffee kills these things. All right.
Ah! Oh, it's right there! What? The head! It's over there! Yes, yes! The head was right there!
We're gonna need more coffee.
So we got all the coffee we can get our hands on. We put in like squirt guns, water balloons, anything we can use to attack these humanoid things. So we're getting ready and we're moving out, and we ended up in this like mall in this parking lot.
It wasn't me! I didn't mean for any of this to happen, you know. It's all just a little experiment. It just needs a little tweaking, you know. That's all.
Expedite Laboratories? Dr. Winston?
That's right. You're the reason why these things are going around destroying the town. So it's you! Not things, thank you very much. But they happen to be bioengineered humanoid artificial organisms.
They're killers is what they are.
They're just creatures. They're marvelous creatures. Wonderful, misunderstood creatures.
Little problem? Have you seen our town?
Maybe. Just a little working of the formula. Just a little more energy. I think we're in for another party. Here we go. Oh, great. I'll see you guys later. It's nice meeting you. Thank you.
I think we got them all.
Everybody okay? You guys okay? How's the coffee? Barrel's out, you got it? I'm low enough.
Where did Dr. Winston go?
He's over there. Dr. Winston! Freeze!
Oh. Yeah, let's go. Go. Come on.
Whoa,
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm not going in there.
You gotta be kidding me. What's wrong, Mason?
No way, man. I'm not going in there. It's not happening.
Oh my gosh, you can't be just afraid all the time, man. I mean, come on.
Ralphie, you guys, come on!
I'm coming! Mason, we gotta go! Come on, this is our chance to save our town!
I'm not going in there.
Man, you can't be afraid all the time!
Come on, Mason. Don't make me beat you up like I did in 3rd grade.
Jeez, come on, let's go! Oh, come on.
You can either die here or die with us.
I hate peer pressure!
Here.
What?
Come on. Hurry up.
Come on.
You know, you told me you weren't going to tell anyone you beat me up in 3rd grade.
What is this place anyway?
I don't know. I thought they only made medicine here.
Well, I guess not, huh?
Phil! Kim! Oh, God! Ah. Oh. Clifton, what'd you do?
What?
Look behind you!
I would like to give you an update on the really amazing work we've been doing here at the lab on Project X. What we thought was going to be just a simple, routine solution to a crisis in the snack cake industry involving zero trans fat has really revolutionized the way we can think about domestic productivity through the creation of bioengineered humanoid artificial organisms using various layers of trans fat solidified in an inner matrix constriction. We've simulated tissue, bone, physiology, genitalia, and legs. We are on the threshold of a brave new world. As you can see, we've come up with a pretty sophisticated humanoid creature using zero trans fat. And pretty handsome too, if I say so myself. Long-lasting, intelligent, sensitive. Oh, something's going wrong. Oh, this is terrible. Turn off the camera.
So, we saw this video of the humanoids doing like things in the laboratory. They actually were like wearing lab coats and they were doing like simple tasks like carrying boxes and helping other employees carry things around and stuff. More doing like just kind of simple work. And well, we even saw in the video what Dr. Winston did to the ones that would, I guess, just go bad, malfunction, he would stick them in these this holding chamber, and well, that didn't work long.
Humanoid slave workers. Could use a couple of those around this dump. Continue.
So, anyways, we had to go and stop Dr. Winston from making more of these stupid things. Holy crap, they made a lot of those things.
Let's go check it out. Dr. Winston, where are you? Come out now! Dr. Winston! Come out wherever you are! It's over!
Wait. Just need a little more time. Don't try to stop me. I'm very close.
It's all over, Dr. Winston. Dr. Winston, stop now.
Put that stuff down. One more little thing.
You're under arrest. Stop whatever you're doing and put those down. Don't!
Drinks down this formula that he made these things with, and then he transformed into this humanoid thing.
So why not just hose him down with a cup of chock full of nuts?
We tried, but it just didn't work because I guess he's half human, half one of those things. I still don't know.
I thought he was dead!
Hasta luego, la taco enchilada! Peter? Die!
Everybody, let's go! Come on! This way! Kick him.
Come on.
Come on, this way! Come on! Phil, let's go! Get to
Tell you what, Ralph. This story's a bunch of BS. You want some advice? Don't ever tell anybody what you just told me. You know why? Because they're gonna take you right back here, and I don't want to hear this story again, capiche? Look, the farmer's not gonna press any charges. That gun of yours is registered, but I'm gonna hold it for the time being. There's no reason for me to hold you. But I mean it. I don't want to see you down here again yapping about monsters and humanoids, you understand? I have no more questions. You're free to go. Come on, get out of here.
Ralphie, did you see it?
See what?
The Dr. Winston thing, it was just right here.
I didn't see anything.
Come on, Ralph, hurry up. Get in. We gotta catch up to Dr. Winston. Everybody else is on their way.
Humanoid monsters. What else you got for me tonight?
About his own surgery.
Dead, huh? Sorry. That's awesome. That's perfect.
Oh my God!
Okay. Perfect.
Brown, you're starting to smile, dude, again. You were doing awesome. Whatever you were doing the first time was perfect.
Okay. Cool. I'm fine.
Wait, I gotta get this on camera. What happened?
You okay?
What happened?
I really punched him in the mouth.
And he's okay. That's crazy, dude.
It's fine.
That's okay. That's awesome. If you're okay.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Money, money, money. Money? Give me some money.
That's awesome. Throw that. Good. Okay. You're dying. Shake. Kaboom.
You're right.
Love. Locks of love right there. That's April's hair. Oh, you didn't rip out your roots. You just broke it off. That's how Danielle cuts hair. I'm just kidding. I'm beginning to let it up.
Quiet.
That's what happens on movie sets.
Looking at Phil.
Cut.
I'm coming after you, and hell's coming with me. Ha ha ha, Mariana.
Let's do that again. And what you'll do is he'll crawl up behind, and now it'll be me. So what will happen, we'll start with me hitting. We'll do a couple more little things. Then when I knock him down, I'll turn around like I'm ready for another one and make it look like there's more.
Okay.
And then just keep on my face until Trent get behind Danielle, wherever she's standing at the time. Get behind her and then come at me, and then we'll do it again. Got it?
Got
and
it.
then slowly you can revolve back and forth
Okay.
from us. All right, let's start from here again.
Christian has a different style of filming, really, than anybody else I've worked with.
Really quick, dirty, and gritty. That's how we do it. It's fun stuff.
He doesn't have the whole, gung-ho professionalism to it. It's more like if Hollywood is the regular army, then Christian's just a random guy waging guerrilla warfare on Hollywood.
It's gonna feel so weird. You have to walk on your tippy toes when you come up and get me, so your head's out of the picture.
No head. All right.
Yeah, because you're a.
Oh, I'm a zombie.
Yeah, remember you. This is the after the fight. I'm sorry.
Don't try to stop me. I'm very close.
All over, Dr. Winston. Dr. Winston, stop now.
Put that stuff one more little thing.
I played a part of kind of a crazed scientist. I'd like to believe that my character, wasn't necessarily evil, just ambitious and optimistic. So my character had generated those kind of android. I can't remember. We had a particular phrase.
Bioengineered humanoid artificial organisms.
But in any event, I was trying to come up with an artificial life, and I think my greatest crime was this kind of optimism that even though they weren't working very well at the time, just a little more time on my part, just a few longer hours in the lab. Yeah. And some of these kinks that they were exhibiting, like murderous tendencies or that kind of thing. And that's part of the comedy of the movie too, that one of the creatures will get loose and threaten someone, tear a head off here, or So my character provided the problem of the film, which was the generation of the artificial
organisms.
And this was something about like the impact of health consciousness on Twinkies. What we thought was going to be just a simple routine solution to a crisis in the snack cake industry. Suddenly I was like on this trail on the internet of learning more and more stuff about Twinkies. And so I was looking at this panel discussion before the Federal Drug and Food Administration or whatever. And one of the people said that they represented the snack cake industry. Through the creation of bioengineered humanoid artificial organisms. And so I thought this was pretty amazing. Like, not only are there representatives of this industry, but there actually is one, a snack cake industry. And so it's like pretty interesting that zombies could come out of, like a desire to come up with a new form of Pringles or something like that. As you can see, we've come up with a pretty sophisticated humanoid creature using 0 trans fat. We're on the threshold of a brave new world.
Just had to pay for his mom's surgery.
Who cares about his mom's surgery?
That's cool.
My husband makes movies. And he wrote me into it. No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Everybody has a good time. Just kind of hang, chill, and that was fun. That was full of lots of laughter.
Surgery. I just want to get my hair.
Make it tighter over here. We had a good time joking and laughing and making stuff up as we went, and it was kind of all ad-libbed. Me and Meredith are friends. We went to cosmetology school together. So we've been friends for like 6 or so years. And so yeah, we have a good time when we hang out and make silly movies and stuff. It's fun to play off each other.
I told him it would be so special for our 3.5-week anniversary if he would get me these flowers. And what does he show up with? What do you think he shows up with? You know what he shows up with? No, he shows up with carnations.
Sandra was a crazy, obnoxious lady who was getting her hair done in a salon. Danielle's character was doing my hair, and I was very obnoxious. I couldn't stop talking about myself and my problems. She couldn't get my hair done because I wouldn't sit still. So yeah, I was a very obnoxious character that gets scared off by zombies.
It's dead.
I played Kim, Wisconsinville police officer. I also played a few other background characters like lab techs running here and there and all over the place and going crazy. But we're already being chased by zombies. What do you expect? I had a blast. This is my first movie ever done, so it was a lot of fun. It was a totally new experience, something I haven't ever done before. I got to bring Sammy a few times, and she had a blast. She thought that was one of the neatest things. my stepson, for lack of a better word, he still thinks that at one point in my life I was a policeman because they would come and pick me up in my costume, so he still has an idea that I used to be a policeman. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a lot, that walking scene. Holy cow, that walking scene. It took 2-3 days. That one was crazy.
Okay, my character, Phil, he was a local small-town sheriff who just seemed to be a lonely guy looking for a girl and trying to protect the people of the town and just do right by everyone. Even, if it bends the rules a little bit with Dieter and stuff, with his alcohol and guns and such, might not be politically correct or not, good in the big world, big city, but in them small towns, we all got to take care of each other. We all know each other anyway, so that's kind of that character Phil's identity. Just a do-gooder, just put in a nasty situation, has some special knowledge, and just looking to do right by the world.
Philip!
I play Mason in the film. I've known Christian for 5 or 6 years now. I'm also an independent filmmaker on my own. I've made The Prometheus Incident and the critically acclaimed Cape Man series. I also play a lab technician at the beginning who gets killed by one of the humanoids. In the video with Dr. Winston showing off, I'm one of the humanoids who's trained to do various tasks, like lifting boxes. There's that. I was also various humanoids. I was Scissorface, and we like to call that the Hot Fudge Sundae monster. Also, what was great about it was when you see in the actual film, when you see the look of horror in the monster's eyes when he's down on the ground melting, I couldn't breathe. So that was not acting. I'm not that good.
You guys, look out! What?
I played the character Clifton in WPX. My character is kind of like one of those characters who's usually quiet a lot, but then when push comes to shove, he kind of mans up in the movie. He gets all camoed up and Rambo-like. Of course, my character, he's more like a wannabe tough guy in the movie than he actually is a tough guy, because when things get a little too heavy, he kind of like runs away.
What? Revelation! Armageddon! The sun will turn into a black satin cloth. Doom is upon us all. We must repent for our survival. Come, Miniana! Come, Miniana!
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 movies that I've done with a crazy guy from California that had a dream, and he's fulfilled a dream. I played Dieter, and it was a fun part because I got to be this redneck, which I already am already, so it wasn't very much of a stretch, but it was fun. I enjoyed being Dieter. I enjoyed the last part when I was on a Harley saying, "Yeah, mañana, mañana."
If you look my name up in the phone book, it'll say Lab Guy number 2, but I played Kurt Scrivseth in the film. He bloodied my face up all good like, and I pretended to act, and then that went fine, and then a while later I think it was later that we did the music, so we could do like some heavy zombie fight music, right? Right. So, 80s power metal. no, working on the Christian Ackerman films is a good experience. It's as haphazard as you can imagine. You got your crazy. I mean, working with no budget is fun. Being you get to you know what snacks you're gonna have because you brought them.
I'm kind of the test case, I guess, to show what could happen to the heroes of the movie if they don't win, and I don't last a whole very much in the film, but I was just thrilled to do it anyway. When I first came on to WPX, it had a different ending than it does now, and I was brought in to kind of explain things at the end. I was brought in as a scientist, and we filmed this. We started photography on it, and then Christian decided that it was going to go in a different direction, and the piece ultimately got cut. You know, it's fully understandable. I mean, he came up with a better ending, and that it needs to happen. You go for the best story that you can. Hopefully, it was my talent. I kind of have a hard time believing that, but or maybe he just felt sorry for me and he offered me the part of the scientist in the beginning. So that's where it ended up. And even though I don't make it to the end of the movie, that's fine too. I don't care. Christian's a lot of fun to work with, and I was just happy to be in any of his productions.
My role in this project was to write a musical score, and for many people out there, that entails many different things. Everybody has their own independent style and methods for writing music in general. I personally enjoy writing for cinema, so any opportunity I have for writing, for movies, TV shows, anything visual with like a visual aid is great. And so yeah, that was what my role was. And I really like just writing the music because I do have this acting kind of dream to a certain extent, but when you get down to it, if I could really do what I wanted to do as a career, it would be writing music for cinema.
Why in the name of God, if there were monsters and mayhem running around in Wisconsinville, didn't anybody try to call for reinforcements, the National Guard, something?
It's a blast. Kristen's just a lot of fun to work with. He's not very demanding. He loves what he's doing, and the people that work with him all enjoy working with him. So I'll work on as many films as he'd like to. And I got to play the role of a hard-nosed detective talking to a young man whose story I thought was possibly drug-induced or something of that nature. And it was fun to be able to kind of pull that smart aleck thing out, because I don't think I really tapped into the outside. I think that was a little part of me coming out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I want to be a transvestite.
Wrong movie.
I'm the writer, director, producer, and I star as Ralphie, and I play a lot of the humanoid monsters. I'm almost every humanoid monster in the movie. I even puppeteer a lot of the really cheesy puppet humanoid monster effects. I initially came up with this idea when I was in high school, years ago. That's a long time ago. I wrote this idea, this little short story. Didn't really finish it, actually. I didn't finish the story. And it wasn't in script form, it was just a story. And I drew a picture of Wisconsin Project X. I started with the title, Wisconsin Project X, wrote the script, and it all took place right there on an island. And Ralphie worked in the lab, and he was kind of nerdy. And then there was Tessa, had a different name. And so everything took place in this lab. kind of some of the lab was underground, but we were isolated on this island. And so a couple of the drafts that I wrote of the script, that's where it all took place, was on this island. Then, and I'm thinking, I gotta do this all over. This is wrong. So I just buckled down and I rewrote it and kept it simple and using what I had, and then it came out to be what we have now as Wisconsin Project X, the movie.
Okay, well, as far as low budget filmmaking, it can be a real experience when you, because you're compressed for time, and a lot of times you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants as far as script wise. You might have an outline, or you may even have a script, and then filmmaking is such a collaborative effort. Once you get on the set, you utilize the talent that you have.
This type of filmmaking is really fun because it's low pressure. Not that I've been in a high pressure situation, so I wouldn't know what that's like. But sometimes I do imagine that. If you imagine that huge feature, and there's all these lights and specialized equipment, and there's this army of people seeing to it, and spending $50 million is a low budget Hollywood feature, $100 million. That you can have fun, but it probably takes a certain level of ignorance to have fun in that situation. So this type of filmmaking is really fun. You get to bond with people that I spent some time with, some of whom I never saw. So it's like a really an interesting way of piecing together time, too. Christian Ackerman's gift in the whole movie is, one, keep it moving forward. Like a movie moves forward, there's not a lot of self-indulgent time. Two, it has a light sense of humor throughout the whole thing. So it has some horror aspects, it has parts that will shock and amaze you, and at the same time, you're in a kind of safe place. Like, it doesn't pick you up and then drop you in like the cold, evil void of life, and that's all there is. Like shocks you, it picks you up, and then puts you gently back in the seat, and you're like, oh, okay, now we're going forward. And nothing, I know it's going to be kind of gruesome, but nothing I can't get over is going to happen in the movie. And it has this sort of lift to it that engages horror with an antidote of kind of light and hope all the time, and that's exactly how it ends.
Oh, hey! It's Christian Ackerman, and right now you're on the set of Wisconsin Project X. We're in Wisconsinville, Montana. We're at the local mom and shop rental store, and it's going to be a featured little scene or sequence in a scene in our movie. And Dave Mobley, our stuntman, is going to drive his own personal car into this wall, right into our storefront.
So, Christian, I don't know how we decided I was going to drive my truck into the wall, but of course, when I heard this, I was very excited to do it.
Take one!
It's just something as a man, especially growing up watching action movies and doing my own martial arts stunts and getting close to movies, just messing around with my friends half the time, martial arts wise. Crashing a vehicle through a wall, gets into that stunt driver stuff, which I've kind of done on the side. So I've been preparing for this all my life and never gone to an official academy to learn that stuff. So this little piece where I crashed through the wall, and they made the wall so nice looking, and you could even hear like crackling glass, and it just felt kind of cool to really not harm my truck, but utilize it. And my front bumper had my grill on, so I got to test that out a little bit. So, you know, it was good on a lot of ways, and it got me into the stunt line of work with cars a little bit too. So I really liked that part.
Yeah, that was awesome. We were doing the Coast to Coast Video TV. Welcome to Coast Video here. It's open from midnight till 6 in the morning for all you.
Are you gonna go rent something?
You want to rent a movie?
You damn dirty zombies!
And I've been doing martial arts for about 25 years or so, creeping into the 30 mark. And it's a multifaceted system. I just call it attack response movement systems, just to name it something. And so I've tried to put that intensity, the good guy factor, into Phil and my character in this movie, Wisconsin Project X, and tried to put some of my skills in there within the limitations of the movie. And there's so many characters in the movie that I, got to work with everybody, and it's such a creative, amazing thing.
Let's stick it back in. Actually, action.
There's no way to go with that.
No, that's fine. Just keep doing that. All right, good. Cut. Action.
I just need more time.
Good.
I don't know how it came about. I don't know if I asked him or he offered an idea. I don't know what happened, but Thomas is just like, he has it in here. He can think it and make it. And pretty much out of nothing. I mean, he's like using his parts from his studio, using his paint from his studio. He started working on his cabinet. He started describing it to me. I was like, oh, that looks cool. That sounds cool. And me, I thought, cool, just a basic little cabinet. So he gets the thing done. He shows me partially what it looks like done. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. Well, he gets it completely done, and I'm looking at this thing. Now he has it standing up. He has lights on it. He has this, tube with water running through it with a pump and blinking light, and these parts that he used, all recycled parts. The thing's made out of wood, but it looks like it's iron or metal. And there's metal rivets in it, and there's it looks like it's icy in there and everything. He painted it, and he also had this big, huge mannequin he bought and he put in there, and this big blue mannequin he painted, or I think it came blue, I don't know, stuck that in there. And then we hooked up a fog machine to it to add the effect, and it looked amazing. And the little rivets, the metal rivets, were these plastic googly eyes that you have, these little googly eyes that you can buy at an art store, and that's what he uses, the rivets. And there's some other pieces in there that were PVC pipe and stuff like that. He made it big enough so we can actually walk inside, and actually on wheels. You can walk inside and this thing can close on you and you can be inside it. So Joel played it as when we were doing the cloning story still. So Joel was in there. So some parts where you see the humanoids kind of starting to change, but I cut before you can see it's Joel. And that's Joel in there. And then there's parts where it's freaking out and the humanoids are breaking out of the cabinet, and that's me. And there's a part where the humanoid's all melting and screaming. That's me in the beginning of the movie, and just with some computer generated effects on my face. So yeah, that was really cool how he did that.
I didn't play a humanoid monster because I would have had to have duct tape and all that sort of stuff on my face, so luckily I didn't. But the few times I did act with some of them, they were not even close to finished, so they're just kind of way out there.
Oh, I'm coming in. Okay, pretend he's coming after you.
All right, what happened? Oh. It was fine. He was just wobbling around, hanging out of his mouth.
For one of the scenes, Sammy, my daughter, was here, and she thought they were really cool. She was really into those, and there's no way I'd let her see the finished product because those zombies are a lot scarier now than they were.
Well, and the very first day of shooting, we did some car action scenes as well. Well, the makeup process in the beginning was kind of just wore masks and white. It was pretty funny. There was a thing where we were just kind of wandering around. We were basically, when I saw the footage, it was like, wow, zombies on ice.
Good thing the zombie remembered to turn on the light for the camera.
Always thinking. He's always can think.
A lot of duct tape when we came to doing our makeup in the WPX movie. It was hot and sweaty putting on that duct tape. And then he put makeup on over the duct tape, you know, just to kind of metamorphose our face, make it look a little different. Because, you know, I saw some pictures of me and I look pretty good as a zombie. Of course, we wore pantyhose over our hair because we're not supposed to have hair. We're supposed to be hairless zombies, so. And we had these ponchos, these clear rain ponchos that we wore over our white clothing, which was pretty interesting.
Well, being a humanoid, it kind of sounds like a pain in the butt explaining it, but one thing you got to remember is with like a lot of horror and science fiction movies, makeup will take like 6 hours. But with Christian, there were actually 2 scissor faces. The original one was basically I was just wearing a green mask, and then it had some sort of like kind of blue goo that he had be put over my mouth. And then the art director, Thomas Robinson, painted my hands green, so that didn't take too long. And that was, other than the mask being hot, that was fairly comfortable. But then we get to the hot fudge sundae monster. It's the weirdest mask you've ever seen because it was just, he basically put duct tape over me. And another thing is during the film, in between the 2 big shooting, I grew out my beard. So it was kind of a challenge for him to make a duct tape mask without completely destroying my beard. But he managed to do it. I got to give him credit for that. But yeah, basically he just took duct tape and made kind of a spot over my beard, and I think there was part of a mask. I think there was like a head cap type of thing. I don't remember if he actually poured chocolate syrup over me or what that was, but I had some kind of goo on me. That was really hot and really uncomfortable, and when we were shooting it, I was getting squirted in the face and coffee thrown at me, and I inhaled some coffee, and so I'm down there on the ground, and I cannot breathe at all, especially because of the position I was in. And, you know, being a human being and, you know, having to respirate, when I respirated, I breathed in this coffee stuff, which was actually a mix of baby powder, cocoa mix, and coffee, so it had kind of an like an exploding look to it. So yeah, that was wonderful.
There you go. Oh, it's almost in my eye. Okay, my phone's done.
I'll be returning the text.
Hey,
Look up, lean back a little.
I look like Kristen did. In my nose, really?
Yep.
Is I wasn't going to put any of my actors in this crazy, ridiculous makeup I do with duct tape because I wanted to do it a couple times on myself so then they can see that I'm doing it and putting all this gunk, because we put gunk, we put jelly and chocolate syrup and fake blood and all kinds of goo on our faces and makeup upon makeup and duct tape upon that, and so it got pretty crazy.
This humanoid thing.
And this film was probably the most elaborate makeup scene I had for the scene where I get infected with a little zombiness myself, that I turned into a zombie as well. And in order to get there, we had a pretty elaborate scene change and makeup change where I was wearing that prosthetic mask that was blended in with latex and duct tape to the face. But I thought it was pretty effective. And then the post-production animation added even more to that. That burst of animation that adds so much more impact to the unsuspecting viewer.
I started playing with the duct tape, and I got these fake teeth that you get, like these Bubba teeth, and you put them over your lip and start doing things. And I found that you can also make prosthetics with the duct tape by shaping it and playing around with it, because these things are like melting and deformed. So I started really playing around with things, and I would take pieces of rubber mask and cut them and move things around, and tape, and then paint, and then bald caps and grocery bag sacks. I would use anything to put on and do makeup with. It started working really well. And then I would take rubber masks and I would add to them and take a hot glue gun and hot glue everything and paint it with spray paint and do all this kind of stuff, and add cardboard, literally cardboard, to elongate the jaw line and stuff like that, to add the teeth and stuff. And so I started doing that, and it started taking shape. Plus, I had some zombies or humanoid monsters that looked decent enough. There's a scene where Joel, Dr. Winston, is walking down the hallway, and he sees this guy he thinks is Cogswell. And he's all, Cogswell, Cogswell. And then the guy turns around, and it's not. It's this humanoid monster. And that's me. And I'm just turning around. I don't have anything on my face. I just turn around, making the look, the face. And then in Photoshop, I freeze the frame, and I painted my face and made it look grotesque and morphed. And I was playing around with it, and I was really happy how that looked. And I got the scene kind of done, and I did keyframing, frame by frame, to make the face move with mine. And then I did some filters to it, and then I got it kind of cut down with some creepy music, and I showed it to some friends, and they liked it. And I thought, okay, that's working. So I did a few humanoids in the movie are actually completely computer-generated face. Just really simple 2D Photoshop painted faces. And there's a scene where my dog Memphis, who in this one house, he rips apart a zombie. That zombie's me. So I had a combination of computer-generated zombies, rubber mask zombies, and prosthetic makeup zombies with the duct tape. So it had every element in there. And I like the real elements, because then you see it and it's less work. Plus you can have more fun with it. And plus I just like seeing the cool stuff. I like seeing that's fake. I love it when it looks dumb and fake. There's a scene where a zombie gets his head whacked off or blown off, and it's standing there, and I purposely made the body look dumb on purpose. I did a couple cool scenes. The idea of WPX was it had to look cool, and it could be dorky, but it had to look cool dorky. It had to be like, that's so dorky and dumb, but that's awesome, So I had to do that, and that was the whole idea of the movie. Another thing was the hand. That was my hand, and what I did is I took a piece of toilet paper, that cylinder inside toilet paper, and I cut that and I put that on as a severed wrist. It's not even a real rubber prosthetic, it's just a toilet paper cardboard cylinder roll. There's a scene where there's a zombie standing at Dieter, and Dieter just blows him away, and his head goes that way and half of his body goes that way, and then he's like just standing there with like two legs and his arm just standing there going, and then his arm and shoulder cavity part starts crawling and walking away, just moving away like that. And I did a combination of me, my arm laying down on the ground and doing like Photoshop matte cropping in my arm to this dummy arm I created, dummy puppet arm. And then I added these shoelaces to the arm at the wrist part and at the shoulder part, or the chest cavity part. And then I would pull it like this, and that would give it the walking part, and then I sped it up, and then I erased the shoelaces out with my computer software. I did that little arm sequence just because of that, because I'm a Sam Raimi fan, and they have things like that throughout all their movies, which is they're great films. Also, kudos to Sam Raimi. The coffee that kills the humanoids. The coffee is Raimi's coffee, and that was Thomas Robinson's idea, and he did that hand work. That's not printed. Every can you see in the movie is hand done by Thomas. That's what he did, and then we threw in one like a decaf one in there
for the season. Oh yeah, mother heifer, first time cow. A cow, a girl
we
cow.
Gotta be careful about like bounces. I want to throw it good enough, but not too hard where it bounces.
Yeah, I just want to see it go. Give me a good throw.
That Christian made, it was like a metal pipe and then cardboard. It was like, I believe, duct taped up and spray painted and had the striping on it. It's really felt cool in my hand. It felt like kind of a real instrument, but I wouldn't really hurt anybody with it as long as I was doing decent work with it. And breaking the glass to get the axe. Oh, again, another stunt work piece that I just it's kind of dear to my heart. And even though I really haven't done that much of it, when I did it, especially even thinking about it and then doing it, it was like, wow, this is cool. Slight bit of real danger because that was real glass we got. But we did it right, and yeah.
There's our breakaway box. Real glass, folks. Real glass. Tyler, that's real glass.
I can't believe it's real glass.
It's real glass.
Clear this stuff out
That's
of
Dave.
the way.
He's gonna hit it. He's the stunt man.
Do the initial pop, then clear it out of the way.
He has magazines under his arm right now.
I was worried about getting cut, especially with the major tendons and arteries on the inside of the wrist. I was, worried about smashing the glass, and a real piece of glass. It's not candy glass. Duct tape and baling wire and cardboard. You gotta fly by the seat of your pants, and that's half the fun. I immediately grabbed magazines and duct tape and wrapped around my wrist to protect it, and I think I got a glove on and stuff. So it still looks like it's just me and my hand as I was, but I tried to save myself because that could be a major problem there. But the excitement behind it is like, will it be a problem? This is cool, and it worked out good, which was even cooler.
You guys, wait!
I already had a teaser. I had a trailer made, a trailer done. That trailer looked all nice and clean. Didn't have the old film look. It didn't have the tones, the sepia tones on it, and it didn't have Jesse Head.
Well, as far as I knew, Christian had already finished shooting this movie, and I wasn't even a part of it. But then he said he wrote in the part of a detective, an interrogation scene that would play out throughout the length of the movie, and that all I would have to do is just be a cop. And I said, I'd love to do that. Do we get to wear a gun? He said, sure. So I put on a shoulder holster. I kind of did my Jack Lord, and just got up and shot it, and he left me free to deliver the lines any way I wanted, and we got a bunch of takes and some good footage, and it was a real fun evening.
And we did the scene. I started editing that scene into the movie, and the movie just took on a whole new level of awesomeness, I'll say. That's all I can think of. It's like, now it needs a trailer. Now I feel like this is the movie. The trailer before, it was missing this whole concept of the detective, so I had to show Jesse. So I edited the trailer with Jesse with all the new look. I put it on the internet. I put it on everywhere. I always do that so my friends, family, and from around can see it. And all of a sudden, the Toronto Film Festival is calling, the Horror Toronto Film Festival is calling me, or emailing me on the YouTube. After Dark Films is contacting me for possible distribution, but the film's not done yet. I'm not done editing it, and that kind of falls through. I send them out a screen. I get the movie done. I send them out a screener, and it's over. The lady tells me it's done. They're not looking for horror movies anymore. I fail. Okay, that stinks. Now my movie's just gonna at least get on MCAT, go on the Access channel, and go on YouTube, and hopefully go into some film festivals, right? Then I get contacted by this guy for the roberthood.net blog spot, and he wants to do a write-up about WPX, and the movie's not done yet. He saw the trailer and he thinks it looks good, so he writes this nice write-up about WPX, and we get this big huge thing, and I'm like, thank you, man, this is awesome. So this other person looks at our trailer and does this whole write-up with pictures and everything, and it just looks beautiful. It's great. And I'm just like, wow, this is great. And I started putting links to it. I started telling everybody about it. Thank you, guys. He says I'm also going to put it out to other horror sites. Well, we end up on joeblow.com, and they do a nice, awesome write-up. We ended up on there a second time, and they do a nice write-up. So we have 3 write-ups, and then this other guy, Mark, from drive-in-of-the-dead.com says, hey, I want to see your movie. Can you send me a screener? I like to look at it, give it a critique. I'm like, yes. So it's our first real critic besides these other guys. So I send it out to Mark. Mark looks at it and does this awesome write-up about it. Really great. I think he was like, because he had to be harsh. I mean, he had to be truthful about the movie. I mean, I know the movie, it falls short because it does, cutting corners with this movie, no budget. I mean, that's my excuse, right? So, but he did a great write-up, and it blew me away. He said all these other things. You got to say the negative. You got to be a balance. But I totally understood where he was coming from, and it was the greatest review I thought ever. It was awesome. Who knows if there's going to be more? But he wrote this great review. He put us on his site, and thank you, Mark. We also had a really good write-up by Ira in the Missoula Independent newspaper. I gave him a kind of a preview sampler of the movie. He did a nice write-up about our movie, and it was really cool. Even mentioned some of my old films, and thanks, Ira, for doing that.
I was very pleased, obviously, to find out that there was a huge response after I joined the team, which I'm not sure how to feel about that, but I got very excited that the people were taking notice of not just the film, but the fact that I was in it. And so it felt good. I forwarded that email to everybody so they could all see that clip, and it was really cool.
Well, then it comes down, we're sending movies out to distributors. I look up on the internet, just look, anything, because our After Dark Films distributor fell through. No more chance, right? So, kind of blessing in disguise, I guess. So I send out to 5 distributors. 3 of them contact me back, and they say, yes, we want to see your screener. Send it to us, and we'll take a look at it. So I sent them a screener, all fully packaged with stuff in it, like these cool envelopes, kind of give it a look. Send that out. Finally, Brain Damage Films contacts me. I don't know anything as I'm doing this interview. I don't know what's going to happen. As I'm talking, it might have fell through. Who knows? We're still going. Who knows how you're seeing this right now? But they are distributing us, and they said worldwide distribution. That's big to me. I don't care if we're not in a film festival or what. That was the big thing. It was just amazing that happened. And finally, something happened. We got our movie out. It's going to be seen.
No, would you take it down? How would you do it?
Well, if I almost got it.
I already got the shot where it's stuck.
I got crap blood and
Yeah,
dirt
look,
in
okay,
my
let me put
face.
that back.
There's dirt in my eyes.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Okay.
That looks sweet.
What did I do to you?
I have a bunch of dirt in my face.
This kind of movie, we have day jobs, we have other lives. Like, I got married, I moved 3 times, and you're making this movie out of no budget, no money, friends and family. Life goes on. And so the movie doesn't have priority. It gets set on the shelf. I have to go to work and get work done. Then hopefully I have time to finish my movie, and that's how it was. And so all those elements and everything else falling together just was like a wall. Boom. And it's going to get tough. Everything is hard. But just keep going.
Oh my gosh, you can't be just afraid all the time, man. I mean, come on.
I guess my advice to the aspiring filmmaker out there is just go out, shoot. Don't be afraid to make a bad movie, because you're going to learn something from every piece you do. But with practice, you get to know what you're doing, and you figure out really easy and expensive ways to get the effects that you want. So don't think of in terms of what you can't do. Think in terms of how can we do it.
Have fun. I mean, there's no reason to take it seriously. I mean, the more fun you have, the better it's going to be. I mean, if you're really serious and you're step by step, everything needs to be done exact, you're not going to have fun, and it's going to show in everything that happens after that.
Making movies, it's not really about, it's more like monkey see, monkey do when it comes to making movies. I mean, sure, you can go take classes and take all this stuff and learn, but, you learn a lot better, you learn a lot more by actually doing and going out and actually doing it, instead of, like, being told how to do something. Tell yourself how to make a movie. That's how you make a movie. And you think to yourself that, oh, no, I really don't know how to do it. Well, then, just try it. If you'll learn how to do it, you'll pick it up real quickly if you actually try.
So remain self-confident, young ones. And to quote the last line of the movie Comedians of Comedy, if you have one advice for filmmakers, it's this: stay in the movie as long as you can.
The WPX was an awesome film to be a part of. It was great. Christian's an awesome director, movie producer. So any movie that he ever will ask me to be a part of, I will be a part of it, because it's a great experience. We always have good times. So
it was a lot of fun to do the movie. It was like, as all of the Christian Ackerman movies, Virtual 3000, Catastrophic Denouement, and GR, they've all been really great movies. And it's like Tom has sure said, anybody can make a movie. It takes a lot of time and trouble to do it without any money.
To the people watching this, I just want to say that when Christian says that this movie was made on no budget, he means no budget. I don't think he spent a penny on it. And just with how it turned out, how amazing it looks considering, really support this movie in any way you can. Get the word out there about it, because Christian Ackerman is going to be the next Sam Raimi, mark my words.
I hope this, gives other people inspiration that they don't have to have $1 million to make a movie and get started. Get this out on YouTube, get your face shown. Just, get out there and gather people together and just be a spirited, strong individual with a great creative ideas, and you too can make something out of your life that will hopefully benefit yourself and those around you. And what else can you hope for in life, really?
I do have to say 2 simple words. Don't stop. Keep on trucking. Keep on pushing those projects. Keep on writing. Keep on doing whatever. Don't let anybody bring you down. Don't let people tell you whatever it is you're doing is crap, or whatever it is you're doing is a waste of time. Always be doing, and you can still talk, but the best way of creating and the best way of moving forward is just doing. Constantly, every day, getting out that paper, getting out that pen, getting out that, you know, word processing program to start writing, getting out that music, you know, writing software, getting out whatever. Just keep on going, because you never know when the greatest idea in your life is going to come to you. And if you just completely cut off that that umbilical cord and say, I am no good, I can't do anything, I'm a nobody, you know, that's giving up. That is giving up. And if that's what you want to do, that's your choice. But I'm just trying to tell you, if you want to succeed in this industry, you can't give up. Because even the most amazing people in their, you know, in the acting community, in the filmmaking community, they not necessarily did they make it at a young age. They went through years and years of tough times, and times where they always thought, maybe this just isn't my, you know, purpose in life. But look at them now. If they would have said, you know what, I'm tired, I'm giving up, I'm going to do something else, they would not be where they are today.
Yeah, for people making movies out there, independent filmmakers, low budget, no budget filmmakers like myself, keep going. There's people out there that'll like your movie. If you don't make horror movies, you make other kinds of movies, action movies. Make them, get them out there, put them on YouTube, get them seen. Who knows what'll happen? If that's your passion, that's what you want to do, keep going for it.
Wait, I gotta get this on camera. What happened?
You okay?
What happened?
I really punched him in the mouth.
And he's okay. That's crazy, dude.
It's fine.
That's okay. That's awesome. If you're okay.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Money. Money? Give me some money.
That's awesome. Feel that. Good. Okay. You're dying. Shake. Come on.
You alright?
Love. Box of love right there. That's April's hair. Oh, you didn't rip out your roots. You just broke it off. That's how Danielle cuts hair.
I'm just kidding. I'm getting put up.
Quiet.
That's what happens on movie sets.
Looking at Phil when she's doing.